Hi everyone, welcome to Tiffany Colors. My name is Tiffany and I'm back today with a completed pages video. We're actually going to look at several things today. I also got some new books in November, and so I actually kind of went off the rails of my coloring plans. If you watch my coloring plans for November, I kind of went off the rails. I did complete several pages. I didn't do all of my November scavenger hunt, and I also didn't get all my hashtags done. But you can see where I did finish pages throughout the month. So I was coloring most of the month, except for this week. My dog Bristol was really sick, and so I didn't have any time to color that week, right before Thanksgiving. But anyway, I ended up being gifted a $50 Amazon gift card from a friend, and I got so excited that I knew I had to get some more coloring books. And so I've got those to show you too. So this is not only a completed pages video, but a little mini haul at the end. So make sure to stay tuned and let me clear my desk and we will get started. Okay, so I've turned down my ring light to hopefully help with the glare. And I've got this light on, so hopefully that's enough light for me to show you all the pages. So I thought we would start off with this cute little pocket book. Namaste Indian Patterns, Color by Number by Sachin Sachdeva. If you've been watching my videos, you've seen I do work in this book quite a bit. I had pulled this out for the scavenger hunt pattern page. So this is what I had chosen to do, was this cute little pattern page. And I just did straight coloring. I didn't do any shading. I have shaded in this little coloring book before. Here I did just marker shading, and then I've also got some pencil shading. So it all depends on what kind of mood I'm in. This is really smooth paper, and so I really like how my alcohol markers work on this paper. I used my Teo Tree, my beloved Teo Tree art markers. And the other thing I want to mention about Sachin's books is that if you order his books right when he comes out with them, you get this beautiful paper. It's nice, it's smooth, it's kind of shiny. If you wait probably like a month or more and decide to get one of his books, you get more of the Amazon paper. And so from now on, whenever he comes out with any pocket size or 3x3mm books, I'm going to buy them as soon as they come out, because those are the two books I like the most from him, and this paper I just love. So you'll see when I get to my books that I bought with my gift card this month, I did buy an older book of his. It actually hasn't been out that long. I think it came out this summer, and I just really don't like the paper, which is too bad because I really love the little book, but I don't like the paper. So there's a little tip for you. If you're going to order Sachin's books, order them as soon as he posts it on Instagram that they're out and on Amazon. Not only do you get it a little bit cheaper, I think it's like $1 or $2 cheaper, but you get it on this really nice paper. I don't understand why, but you do. The other thing I like to do with Sachin's books is go to the back of the book and tear out a couple pages, because they've got this black on the back, and use that as my blotter page in between. I actually have 2 pages here that because one sometimes isn't enough with alcohol markers. And so I like to rip, and then I just keep it in the book all the time. And then you're not searching for, especially with these pocket size books, you're not searching for a smaller size piece of paper to put in there. Or if you use a bigger piece, it's not hanging over the edge. Anyway, next up, I participated in Coco Wyo's coloring giveaway. There we go. And oh my God, the pages were beautiful. I love looking at everybody's pages when they were inserting them onto Instagram, and the ones that won by far were most creative. And so I really think that Coco Wyo took the time to really look at every single picture and picked what they thought were the best ones. So congratulations to all of you that won. I decided to do I don't know what kind of color palette. I didn't really pick a color palette. I did know I wanted pink, teal, and purple. It's somewhere in there. I really like my blue tree, and I love my Northern Lights in the window. I also love the gradient on this Christmas word, and I did wallpaper in the background with my Artex paint pens, the brush ones. And yep, I used alcohol markers and colored pencils. Oh, and the lines in his hair, that was done with my Stedtler fine liner. So yeah, this was fun. This was one of the first pictures I did of the month, so November 3rd. And then also put some snowflakes in there in the window. And but yeah, it was fun to do. And after doing this, I don't know if I really want Coco Wyo's Christmas page. I hate to say that, Christmas coloring book, because I know it's going to be on really good paper. But printing it my own page out on cardstock worked just as well. So I've been really into after I printed this out, I was like, you know what? I should buy more digital artwork, because you don't, a lot of times, especially with Coco Wyo, if you go on Etsy and you just buy, they have like 6 pages you can download and print out, and that's plenty. I don't need a whole book, because especially with Christmas season, it's just too busy as it is. So yeah, I don't think I'll be buying Coco Wyo's Christmas book, but I've loved looking at all the flip throughs online, and I can't wait to see what you guys all do in that Christmas book this year. All right, enough about that one. Next book I worked out of was Coco Wyo Little Corner, cute and comfy coloring book. And I had to do the Happy Holidays page because I just thought this was such a cute book. And now we are this was at the very end of November. It might have been I think it probably was my last page I did. And I wanted to do a more muted color tone. And so I think there was inspiration. If there was an inspiration that I found on Instagram, I'm going to post it right here, of the color palette and I think it was a little storefront that I had found. And I liked that color palette. And so that's what I used here. So yeah, I really like how this came out. I like that I added the snow with the Artex paint pens. Again, alcohol marker base and shading over top with colored pencils. My Artex colored pencils. It's the usual. I always use the same markers, the same pencils. It's because I know how they lay down. I know how they work. I know the colors. So yep, really like how that one came out. And then I did this one, and this was for the prompt kitchen. I completed this one on November 13th, and I actually think this is really cute. I really like how I took the Jelly Roll metallic and drew inside the tiles, and I gave, usually whenever I see a blank wall, I can't leave it blank, so I always have to add lines to it. So I feel like all my walls in these cute and cozy books have lines in them, and they've got wallpaper on them, but that's all right. Love the teal oven or stove. And yeah, I just picked a bunch of colors. I love to be colorful, and so I love that this looks colorful. Just love this little book in general. So I'll be doing more pages. I think I was supposed to do a page. Oh, I just noticed that Christmas page. Well, that's got to be done this month now that we're into December. I think I was supposed to do this one too for the prompt bed. Never got around to it, and that's okay. I'll get to that one eventually. But anyway, those are the two that I finished in this book, and we'll be working in this one some more. So Coco Wyo Little Corner, cute and comfy coloring. All right, so this one I pulled out specifically for the prompt Donald Duck. And so I did this baby Donald. I think he's super adorable. I did this with my Stedtler dual-ended water-based markers. That's kind of what I use in here. They've got a small nib and a wide nib. I'm sure most of you have seen them. So anyway, I'm glad I got another page done in this. Unfortunately, I believe this is no longer in print. This Disney Babies and these, you know, square color by number books. But anyway, I really do like how this one came out. I like the colors. I like that I got another one done in this page because it's been a while since I've worked in this. I actually have a whip right here that I need to finish. It was 2021 was the last time that I had worked in this book. So it was time for me to get another page completed out of that book. You might be able to find that book on eBay or Etsy or some other place. So keep your eyes out if you really like that book. Next up is 50 Nighttime Mandalas by Kameliya Angelkova. And I did this one. This one actually was supposed to, it's Maleficent. It was, I think, supposed to be done in October. Meg's Coloring Corner, she does these Disney mandalas. And so I thought I'd participate. I was supposed to do Alice in Wonderland and never got to it. So I believe I saw a post on Instagram that she put out saying we were doing Alice in Wonderland again for December, which I was like, phew, because maybe now I can actually get to that in December and finish that one up. Was there another one I was going to do? Oh, I skipped this one because this, to me, where it's a sun, I need to do warm colors or yellow colors. So I just skipped past that one and went to this one for Maleficent. And then I'll do that one for Alice in Wonderland. So those are that's the one I got done in that book this month. And then I was looking through my books and I came across this that I had done way back, I think in August. Oh no, October. So I forgot to put this in my October completed pages, which is why you guys are seeing it now in November. So this is out of Mosaic Art Landscapes, Color by Number by Sachin Sachdeva. Again, it's that nice smooth paper I like of his. And I believe I probably picked it. I got it as soon as it came out. Yeah, actually, I know I did. I remember seeing it on Instagram. And I'm like, yep, I'm buying that. I completed this on October 3rd and evidently forgot all about it. So again, Teo Tree markers. I love using my Teo Tree in Sachin's books. And yeah, such pretty colors. And it actually goes by really quick. It's little 3x3 millimeter books. All right, so another one done in that. And this is a whip. I actually did not finish this. I started it. I was supposed to be doing the prompt snowman. And I started it, but I just wasn't feeling it. I think when I got to the snow, I was like, oh, I don't really like how that's looking. I know I can fix it. But sometimes when I get discouraged, and I didn't really feel like doing this page anyway, that's the other thing. I hate forcing myself to do pages I'm really not feeling like doing. So yeah, didn't get that done. And then I was also supposed to do the penguin page. Didn't obviously get that one done. And I was supposed to do, I think there was another one I was supposed to do. Oh yes, stockings. And I didn't do that one. So I'll put this next to me for December where I color it. Maybe I'll feel like picking it up because I really do want to work in this book, but maybe I just need to find a page that speaks to me. Because if I flip through and I find a page that I really, really want to color, I know I do a good job. But if I'm being forced to color something, it's just not that much fun. Like I really like how those guys came out. I did that back in 2021. But yeah, so we'll see. I may work in it in December. I will keep that in my keep stash. I also worked in Matchstick Mouse. This is a springtime coloring book, but I had posted on my Instagram that this is the only Matchstick Mouse book I own. And so I really wanted to do a fall page in it where it was still autumn. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to flip through and see what I find. And this one, to me, spoke like it was an autumn page. So I did draw in the leaves around the edges and the little berries myself. And then I practiced my glow effect on the little mouse. And yeah, I like how it came out. I based it all with alcohol markers and then used colored pencil over top like I usually do. But yeah, I think he's super cute. And I finished him on November 1st. Yeah, so I'm going to keep I'll just keep this book out all year. I'm sure there's probably a page in here that I could do for winter. Oh, like this one, like he's inside. I could have it snowing outside. I could even draw in a little wreath or tree somewhere. Like you can definitely, just because it says springtime, doesn't mean, those look like fall leaves, don't they? And the bear's sleeping. So you can definitely be creative if you don't have all the Matchstick Mouse different books. If you just have one, just be creative with that month and see what comes out. Sometimes it's more fun that way. Anyway. All right, and I saved what I feel as the best for last. I know I did not complete very many pages this month, but what I did complete, I do like. And so I did work on this one first of the month. I think I had said that in my plans videos that I wanted to work in this book first, and I did, and I'm glad I did. And I did the polar bear. Now, I do like it. I used my watercolor pencils. Oh, Water Aquarelle by Stedliter. Those are the watercolor pencils that I own. I've had them for many, many years. I just am not a watercolor person, and so I haven't bought any other really watercolor stuff. I do like those pencils, though. I like their colors. And I came up with this color scheme. It's okay. I think I could have done better, but I still enjoy it. I still thought it was really a nice finished page. I used some Jelly Roll Metallic dots on the edges. I went over it with my Artex colored pencils after I had painted it all, just to deepen in the shadows. And yeah, but I like the color of the bear. He looks very icy cool. And then I tried to do cool colors with the house and his sweater, and then a warmer color in the background to kind of make the cool colors pop. But anyway, I think it's okay. I think I did a pretty good job. All right, and I completed that one on November 12th. So another book, a page done in Sagor Sagner. And now it's time for the haul video. Okay, so let's see. What do I want to show you first? Okay, I'll show you this first. So this is the coloring book I was telling you about that's by Sachin Sachdeva. I actually did want this as soon as I saw it because I knew I would like it, but I just waited. It was summer. I was like, I'm not doing a whole lot of coloring. So when I got the $50 gift card to Amazon, this was the first thing that went in the cart. And I am kind of disappointed with the paper quality. I mean, it's your typical Amazon paper. As you can tell, it's not shiny at all. It's very dull. I did work in this, however, a lot. I kept picking this book up because I think it was small and I knew I could get pictures done. And even though I wasn't in the mood to be creative, I still wanted to put color to the paper. And so that's what I did. And so I did all of these with alcohol markers. My Teo trees, I think there's some Ohuhu. I think there's even some Copics in here. And then this one, I took my Stedliter fine liner and drew in the shadows and then filled it in with the fine liner. I don't know if you can see that, but see like those little lines there to make it look like shadows. Move over a little bit. And down through here, you can see the lines over the ink work. Yeah, so that was kind of fun to draw in the shadows with my fine liners. And you can do it with these small little detailed images. Bigger spaces, I don't think it would work as well, but for smaller spaces, I think it worked great. So I did that one on November 16th. And then this one I did marker base with pencil over top. And I feel like some of this might have been pencil work too, just pencil work, but I'm not positive. I can't tell now. Oh, maybe like this here. I can't remember, but I was trying my colored pencils on this paper too. And yeah, I like how this came out. I like the shading. But I think I'll just stick to markers in this book just because of the paper. And here's a straight marker. I didn't date this one. This must have been a quick, mindless. This one was done on the 20th. I'm just going in order in this book. And then this one I did on November 27th. I didn't even color in the background. I want to use my Stedtler fine liners again and do my little line work that I like to do in some of the spaces, and then alcohol in others, alcohol marker in others. I'm actually trying to use up an old set of Teo trees. So yeah, I've just been grabbing colors as I see them and working in this book. So that'll be the next one, which is a Halloween one. But yeah, so that was Cupcakes, Sweet Treats, Color by Number. So those were some more completed pages for November. It was just in a brand new book. Brand new book to me. And the next Sachin Sachdeva book that I got, which was just at the end of November, I saw his Instagram page that he was coming out with a Mosaic Art Festive Patterns, and I instantly went, yep, I'm buying that. So I've completed a page in here already. And this was this one. Oh, this was done on December 2nd. Well, you guys are seeing this a little early, I guess. And I'm actually working on this one already. But yeah, again, love Sachin's 3x3mm. If you're thinking about trying them, please pick up his. I've tried some of the others in my haul. You'll see just in a minute, because I've been really enjoying these type of color by numbers. And I have to say I was disappointed with 2 other books that I received from different coloring book authors. So if you like these, definitely stick to Sachin's coloring books for the 3x3mm. If you know of any other good 3x3mm coloring books out there, please let me know, because the one thing I like about Sachin's books is he actually, if there's white, he leaves it white. He doesn't put a number in. And that's what irks me about the 2 that are coming up that I'm going to show you. They put numbers in where the white spaces are. So how am I supposed to cover that up? Like, yeah. So, and I like the paper when you first buy it. Okay, so I'll show you the other 2 books that I picked up. Mystery Mosaics, Color by Number, Baby Animals, and Mystery Mosaics, Color by Number, Blessed Seasons. Now, look how similar these 2 look. These are 2 different artists. Who was it that does this one? Maximus Prime is this one. Oh, that is Maximus Prime. I thought they were 2 different. Oh, okay. That makes sense. So anyway, I wanted a cute baby animals, and I wanted the Mystery Mosaic, a Christmas one to do for the Christmas season. And yeah, this is how it's coming out. The paper, this is bad paper. It soaks up your markers like crazy. I even dug out my, oh my gosh, what are they called? I always have such a hard time when I'm on camera to remember. They're the really fine point alcohol markers that we all have seen. We all probably have in our stash. And I'm going to pause you for a minute and go find that marker. Okay, found them. So it's these Bic Intensity, and I use the Ultra Fines. This is just the regular tip, but I have the Ultra Fines downstairs. I used the Ultra Fines on this, and it still bled. As soon as you stuck the nib to the paper, it just went. So I stopped. I got discouraged because 0 is white, and look at all the zeros. I tried covering it up here with a paint marker, and it wasn't doing it. And then the other thing I don't like about these books is the fact that, like, this 0 is black, and white is number 2. So the numbers are not consistent. I'd get so used to doing the first page that I'd start right out the next page using those same numbers with those same colors, and it wouldn't work. So I put this away. I don't know. I should probably finish that whip. And I haven't even started this one because, like, already I'm kind of discouraged that I even bought these 2. But we will see. Maybe something will come out, some medium, you know, some type of artist, acrylic. Maybe I could try painting, and that would cover up the numbers. I might try that now that I'm thinking of it, because the Artex paint pens are too thin. They bleed right through. So you can still see the colors under them unless I went over a lot of layers, which I don't want to do. But I'm going to try actual acrylic paint. It'll probably waterlog the page, but we'll see. Anyway, I'm rambling. Next up, I got this Stress Relief Color by Line book by Viva Tinta. I think this is my first Viva Tinta book that I've ever owned. So this is a cute book. This is kind of like the Color by Colors books, where everything's outlined in a color and then you fill in that color with your color, like to match. And there's even samples in the back. If you don't want to look at the samples, don't watch right now, but the pre-colored illustrations. I'm like, look how cute those are. So it's like the cute and cozy books, but by color. And I hope they come out with another book like this. Viva Tinta, if you're listening, I hope you come out with another book like this, because this is just absolutely adorable. Look at that cat on the chair, and the fox, and this little blossom house, and there's a cat. No, I mean, there's food. There's a little bit of everything. Flowers, food, scenes, outdoor scenes, indoor scenes, words. I mean, you get a nice variety. So I'll show you which one I did. I did the bakery, and this was so much fun to do. I based everything with alcohol marker. Yep. And I even tried doing a gradient in the background with my alcohol marker. I'm not that great at it. I think I'm better at layering and making like more straight lines than trying to blend. And then I even went over it with some colored pencil to help blend it a little bit more. I believe I had a color palette for this. No, I didn't, because it tells you the colors. But I knew I wanted to do a more ashy kind of muted, there we go, a more muted color palette. Even though it gives you the colors, I knew I wanted to do muted colors, and I still think it came out very, very cool. I really like how this one came out. I finished that one on November 25th. So that was Stress Relief Color by Line. Let's see, what else? Next, I had to get this book. So Coco Wyo came out with Girl Moments, and I was like, yes, I want this book so bad. So that went in my cart, and I completed this page on November 27th. And this one was fun because I actually took a picture of this page blank, like white, a plain page. I put it into ChatGPT. I don't know if you guys have that app on your phone. And I said, what colors would you use, or how would you color this? And what colors would you use? And they created an image for me that was beautiful. And I'll pop it up over here so you can see the image that the AI created. And I kind of went off of those colors when I was having a hard time figuring out. Sometimes I have a hard time figuring out colors when there's so many elements on a page. So I would reference that page, kind of like what I do on Pinterest. I'll find a page that I really like, and I'll screenshot it, or a picture, and then I'll reference that throughout. But I wanted to see what ChatGPT would come up with. So it was kind of a nice little experiment. And I really like how this came out. Again, I practiced with my lighting for the string lights in the back. I figured it was nighttime and it was also raining, so I made it look dark outside, which made the glow even more effective. I drew the little squares in on her pants and the hearts on her shirt. What else did I do? Oh yeah, I did this pattern here and that pattern there. So I'm playing around with my patterns, trying to decorate the page a little bit, but my coloring style is alcohol base with pencil shading on top. And so, yeah, I really like how this one came out. I'll bring it up a little bit closer so you can see. But, yep. So I think I'll just kind of work from this from front to back too. We'll see. But Girl Moments, so happy I got that in my collection. And then I knew I wanted to do a advent calendar for December. And so I went on to Etsy and found a Go to Pops page. And this, I think, is an old drawing of hers, maybe even 2 years old. And I'm pretty sure it was meant to be an advent calendar, because when I counted up the boxes, there's exactly 24. So I turned it into an advent calendar, and I actually took the image and put it on my iPad and then numbered each one with a stamp. I have these number stamps on my iPad. And so yeah, if you follow me over on Instagram, I have been posting. I'm all the way up to here because today is December 5th. And I post them in my stories. I don't post them on my Instagram page, but I post them in my stories. And so go check that out. But I've been really having a lot of fun coloring just these little images. And I'm doing them all just in colored pencil. I'm using my Color colored pencils. I want to use a different set of pencils than my Artex that I use all the time. And I am having a really fun time. Every morning I get up, I have my cup of coffee, and I sit and I color. And it's just so relaxing. And it's just a little image. You can finish it in one sitting, which is so nice to feel like you accomplished something so early in the morning. It just has a really good start to my day. So if you don't have an advent calendar yet, it's not too late. It is December 5th. You could catch up. But I suggest going to Agoda Pop on Etsy. And I believe people are using her December teenies as an advent calendar as well. She has this whole shelves with teenies on them. It's cute. You've got to go check out her page. So that's what I'm doing with that. And I printed it out on cardstock, so it's like great paper. So then also included, so this is what's all included with that one purchase. So you get a full page of the advent calendar. And then if you wanted a bigger image, you could have it printed on 2 pages. That's possible. She also has it possible that you could do a light gray line work instead of the black. I wanted the black, so I printed that off. And then she also gives you these little decorative, is it just one page? Yep. She also gives you these little decorative, images, small little ones. And I thought about coloring these and cutting them out and putting them in my coloring journal for December, but we will see if I get around to it. But yeah, all this comes with a single purchase of one of her purchases. So yeah, I wanted to show you guys that. So that's what I've been working on for December already. And then the other thing I wanted to show you that I got on Amazon was this Enchanted Christmas Colors book by Joanna Stone. A fellow colorist, I'm sorry, I don't remember who. I was flipping through and saw her. She has, I think, the autumn version. So there's different seasons. The autumn version, and maybe there's a Halloween version. What it is color palettes. So this person has gone through and curated different color palettes. And I thought I'd pick up the Christmas one since we're in the Christmas season. I thought maybe I would use this more. But it's so cool. So she gives you a table of contents of each image. So this palette was inspired by a Victorian Christmas tree. She gives you an AI image that she found. And elegance, tradition, opulence, warmth, and nostalgia. If you're looking for a way to feel when you're coloring your coloring page, she gives you how you might feel while coloring it and the colors that could go. So obviously you get the basic color palette that is in this image, and she's left you spaces to use your own, out of your own stash to color, so you can find the colors easily and write them down underneath. But then she also gives you the complementary colors, so of all of these pictures. So you could technically use all of these colors in a single page. So that I thought was so cool. And sometimes I might want to use this color palette, or I just might want to use this color palette, or I might want to use like this. Like there's so many different variations I feel like that you could do. So I thought today we would flip through this book together. I haven't quite looked at all of it. This is a modern Christmas tree, a palette inspired by a modern Christmas tree. Look at those pretty colors. Sleekness, innovation, freshness, boldness, clarity, minimalism. So I love how she gives you some other keywords there. Rustic Christmas tree, a vintage Christmas tree. Look at that. That was pretty colors. Nordic Christmas tree, a traditional Christmas tree. That's pretty cool. A whimsical Christmas tree. Oh, I really like those colors as well as those colors. So there's some pastel colors. There's some muted colors. There's some bright colors. There is quite a variety. I can't remember how many color palettes that she gives you. But yeah, Nordic vintage. Another vintage Christmas gifts. Nordic Christmas gifts. Traditional, whimsical, and Victorian, elegant. So yeah, there's so many. Ooh, I really like that color palette. Look at that. Those ornaments. So cool. Ooh, love that picture. I love having a picture, kind of like Sarah Renee Clark's color cubes, right? She gives you a picture and then a palette next to it. I really do like that. I like having a picture to go by because some of these colors are a little bit darker, but they're still in the image. So I love seeing that play out. Oh, rustic Christmas wreath. Look at those colors. So beautiful. I can't wait to get some of her other books now. I think she's planning on coming out with even more. It was $9.99 on Amazon, which I didn't think was too bad. So here's some of her other books. So yeah, she has a Halloween one, a spooky Halloween one, an Autumn Delights, summer color palette, pastel. I'd like to have the pastel one because I love working with my pastel markers. But there's actually a lot of pastels in this one too. Very pretty. I think you could use this book even out of the Christmas season. So how many color palettes? I think she gives you 36, right? Did it say how many color palettes you get? Yeah, 36. Oh no, they're not started at 5. Well, I don't know how many color palettes you get, but there are quite a few in here. Beautiful, beautiful palettes. So yeah, she does have a YouTube video too, Joanna Stone, where she does make some YouTube videos using these color palettes from her books. So I really suggest you go check her out. And I will link all of these books in the description below. I am an Amazon affiliate, so if you like any of these books and you want to purchase them yourself and you use that link, I really would help me out, and I really appreciate it. Anything that I get from it will go back into the channel. And yeah, so that's all I've got to show you today as far as physical books. Now, I usually like to show you what I've been doing on my iPad, so I'm going to get to that next. If you don't want to see that part, I'll say goodbye to you now. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. And now onto my iPad. Okay. So I've been having some fun on my iPad this month as well. I really found that digital coloring is very relaxing, especially when you're had a long day at work and you don't really feel like picking up a book and physically coloring. So I go on to, yeah, here we go. Oh, so here's the stamps I was telling you about. That I made for that advent calendar. I actually made these myself. I drew all these numbers by using a picture of a font from Pinterest that I found. And I drew these colors and then I turned them into stamps. So I now have them as stamps. Here it is. I was kind of figuring out what I wanted to do for a color palette. That's kind of fun too, to just take straight color and figure out what you want to do for a color palette. I didn't end up using this color palettes, but it was fun playing around. And so here you can see where I have stamped them all on the page. And then I printed this out onto cardstock, and that's what I've been coloring down at my, I hope you can see this okay. You know what? I'm going to turn this light off. There, I'm going to zoom you in just a little bit. There. Okay. Hopefully now you can see, because that was kind of far away. I wasn't paying attention. So yeah, this is my advent calendar that I'm working on for this month, and did the stamps, printed it out on cardstock, been having a lot of fun with that. Here's the image itself that I just showed you. Actually, here are all the images that I downloaded from Agoda's website, and I put them on here to save them. But you can just, so easy to print right from your iPad to my printer. Oh yeah, I also got Coco Wyo's calendar, because anyone that entered the coloring contest got this calendar. So I'm thinking about printing this out and using this for next year in my coloring journal. I mean, look how cute. So you do have a spot you can color in, and then it gives you a weekly planner and then a to-do list for every single month. So yeah, it was really, really cute. I'll show you the start of every month so you can see. There's July, there's August. No, that's July. August, September, October, November, and December. Isn't that cute? So yeah, I'm so happy I was able to get that. Thank you, Coco Wyo, for that little free gift. I really appreciate it. Let's see. I think this was a free download from their website, Coco Wyo's website. And so I did this, and I used a color palette, and then I did the block shading with my, I think it was my studio pen. Let me see, recent. Oh, that is recent. Coloring. Yeah, my studio pen. And I didn't put paper texture. I just did the square canvas. Completed that on November 25th. But yeah, I really like how that one came out too. That's so cute. Okay, this is one I'm currently working on. Oh, so I probably should show you first. So I also, looking around on Etsy, I came across the Glaring Classique book. Now, I don't know how legal this is, but you can pay money. I think it was like $3, and I got the whole entire book of Le Grand Classiques Tome 10 digitally, not physically, just digitally. And I've been wanting a Hachette Heroes book to just keep on my iPad, because I love doing these books on my iPad, but it takes so long for me to scan it with my phone. I don't have the best phone. My phone's pretty old. I scan it with my phone, try to get the lighting, play with the lights and the shading, and so that I can actually see the colors really, the true colors, the way they're supposed to. And I have been having a ball. See how bright those colors are? Like, you can literally do a color picker and it'll pick up the exact color. If I were to scan this myself, I just could not get the colors right. So this was very high quality. I will link the seller that I bought this book off from on Etsy in the description below, so you guys can go check her out if you're interested. But she had a lot of ratings. She is there's a lot of people that sell these Disney books. And I was a little iffy, like, is this going to be good quality? But these are. You can easily read the numbers on the page so easily. Like, if you zoom right in, you can tell it's an 8, a 7, an H, a 6. Like, you can easily see the numbers. And I like the fact that you can zoom in, because these are such detailed pages. And they have several different books to choose from. I just picked this one because I didn't have Tome 10, and it was on my wish list. I actually wanted this book. And so for like $3 and some change, I was able to get the whole book. The other thing I like is I could just print out a page at a time on my own cardstock if I wanted to, and color it by hand, you know what I mean, physically, instead of on my iPad. But yeah, as you can see, I think this is where I've been spending most of my time in November, because I could literally sit down in one setting and complete one of these pages. That's how quick they are. So love that I've got that now on my iPad. Let's see, what else have I been up to? I was trying to pick colors because I was going to do Maleficent. Well, I did it in the mandala, but I was going to do another page, I think, in these colors. I never did get around to it, but I liked actually picking a page off of Instagram and figuring out what the colors are in it and putting it off to the side. That was actually quite a lot of fun. I know Elm Colors, she'll do that. She'll go on to Pinterest and pick some pictures and use their color palettes for that month. If you follow her over on Instagram, Elm Colors, yeah, she does similar things to this where she picks a picture and then does the color palette. So that was fun. Let's see, what was this for? Free. Oh, this was the Coco Wyo Santa page. And so this is how I came up with some of my color palettes. So yeah, this was, yeah, so that's what I've been working on my iPad. And I just wanted to show you guys that real quickly. But I think that is everything I wanted to talk to you guys today about. Thanks so much for coming on over to my channel and sticking around all the way to the end with me. I really, really appreciate it. I hope you all are having a fabulous December, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.